Good morning, CCPS. This is Jeff Lawson. Um, Almost exactly 1 year ago today, we announced that we would return 5% of our students back to the classroom for face-to-face instruction. When that was announced, many thought that we were being too aggressive, and then there were those who thought we weren't being aggressive enough. This has been a constant challenge, even theme throughout the pandemic. Unfortunately, one thing COVID has taught us is that even the most logical next steps or safety measures become controversial, and masking is no different. Myself and the Board of Education have literally heard from hundreds of our constituents who favor uh, and or oppose masks. The State Board of Education has announced that they will have an emergency meeting tomorrow to address the issue of why a few counties have not yet announced a mask mandate. In fact, we've delayed making this decision, hoping that the county trend data would improve, and it hasn't. Throughout the past 18 months, we've been one of the most aggressive counties in terms of having students in for face-to-face instruction, providing sports programs, graduations, proms, and so on, and will continue to be aggressive. As of Tuesday, the number of positive cases per 100,000 residents was 22.5. If this were to continue for 7 days, Cecil County would see a rate of over 150, which places us well above the required 100 to be classified as a high transmission county. The graphic here shows the four different categories of community transition: low, moderate, substantial, and high, broken down by color depending on the level of outbreak. Yesterday's 22.5 cases per 100,000 clearly shows Cecil is in the high risk for infection category and equates to more than 150 cases per week. This next graphic shows COVID trend in our county during the past 6 weeks. As you can see, there's been a steady increase in the number of cases. It is trend data similar to this that has caused the Center for Disease Control, the Maryland Department of Health, and the Cecil County Health Office to all strongly recommend mask use during the school day. Even the Maryland State Board of Education announced last week there would be consequences for those school systems not implementing a mask mandate if students lost instructional time. Subsequently, Cecil County Public Schools will require students and staff to wear masks during the school day, and this includes on buses when we are not able to maintain social distancing. We've directed our school principals to create schedules where mask breaks can occur frequently throughout the day. For instance, class lessons could be held outside during this nice weather in the fall. Students and staff can be given mask breaks whenever 6 feet or more can be provided, maybe using the gymnasium, cafeteria, auditorium, and other open areas inside to allow students periods of time without masks. Fundamentally, wearing masks provides us with the best opportunity to keep all students in school. Let me give you an example of what I mean. If a group of 4 middle school students are wearing masks during a social studies activity, and we find that one of those students is a positive case, the other 3 students do not need to quarantine. However, if the students are not wearing masks and one is positive, then they all must quarantine for as much as 14 days. Now, some CDC requirements have changed if a child is vaccinated or not, but by and large, they need to be out 10 to 14 days. School systems across the country who do not have a mask mandate are seeing thousands of students miss school because of quarantine requirements. Now, I have a responsibility to make sure we keep our students in school and our schools open. If you recall in November of last year, when we ceased face to face learning, it wasn't because of excessively high cases. It was because of hundreds, even more than 1,000 quarantines, which made running a school system nearly impossible. I hear a great deal from folks about school systems giving parents choice and control over their children. I want to be clear. Wearing masks isn't about controlling children or staff. It's about keeping our schools open. I'm committing to the public that we will review positivity rates and infections every week. And once we see any level of consistent improvement, mask requirements will be lifted. Furthermore, we will make masks available for any child who needs or wants them. I know this announcement makes some of you very happy and it frustrates others. If there's one thing I've learned in the last 7 to 18 months, is that these decisions are never supported universally by everyone. So I'm left to do what we think is best for our 15,000 students and our 2,000 staff. And wearing masks gives us the best chance of keeping students in school for face-to-face instruction. Thank you and have a great day.